Good morning. Today I'm in Mexico City. I'm here because I'm going to be speaking at a financial services conference on the topic of the metaverse and what the metaverse means for banks, credit unions, all different types of businesses. It's going to be a really fun event. But I actually flew in, I got in a day earlier. And the reason I did that is because it's very high altitude, higher than I'm used to usually. And I tend to find I like to come in a day earlier just to get acclimatized. So on that first day before I speak, just take it a bit easy, go and have some nice meals, drink plenty of water. And because I have a little bit of time today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to the Frida Kahlo Museum. Frida Kahlo is one of my favorite artists, great Mexican artist, great movie about it if you try and check that out with Salma Hayek. But I'll take you along, I'll kind of show you the museum, and then I'll show you a little bit about Mexico City. It's a beautiful city, great city, wonderful culture, lots of great restaurants, great art, culture. So follow me along. I'm back in my hotel room now after getting a chance to visit some amazing museums here in Mexico City while I'm here speaking at a conference called Crevolution. And the last museum I went to was the Frida Kahlo Museum. I'm going to put some photographs here. I wasn't able to take videos actually in the place itself, but I'll show you some photos of what it looked like inside. An incredible place. Frida Kahlo is probably one of my favorite artists, and if you don't know much about Frida Kahlo, fascinating story. She was married to a gentleman called Diego Rivera, who also a very famous Mexican painter and artist. And they had this kind of creative pairing, you could say. And if you watch any of my previous videos, you know I talk a lot about this idea about creative pairs and why that is so great for creativity. And so it was a pretty interesting relationship that they had. But the thing that I felt after kind of going through that and going through and visiting her home and then visiting the museum, which is kind of really attached to her home as well, was just this sense of the kind of not just the resilience of the human spirit, but the fact that someone like Frida Kahlo was what we would class today as anti-fragile. You know, she had so many barriers and things that she had to overcome in her life, whether it was a physical disability that she went through multiple times in her life and kind of dealt with right until the end, or relationship issues, or perception of the outside world to the work that she was creating. Now, there's this idea of resilience, which we hear all the time, this idea of bounce back ability. But there's one level that goes beyond resilience, and it's the idea of antifragility. And it's the idea that the more stress or pressure or chaos that happens, the stronger that system, business, or person actually becomes. And as I looked at her work and put it alongside a timeline, you could almost see that the more stresses and pressures and challenges that she was facing, it made her dig deep into herself to create some amazing work, truly astounding art. So the thing that I kind of left coming away from it is just this idea of anti-fragility. That all the challenges that we go through just now, to never lose sight of kind of one of the reasons we're here, which is to create businesses, to create opportunities, to create art, to create music, to create literature, to create architecture. The world is going crazy at different times. Politics is going crazy. Go create. The world's turning upside down. Go create. We're going into a recession. Go create. We're going into an up time in the economy. Still go create. Frida Kahlo kept creating through all the most challenging times in her life because she understood perhaps better than anyone else that at the core, as humans, we're creators of things, of businesses, of art, of experiences. So hopefully you enjoy some of the photos that I'm going to put up for you just now. Also very touching was we got a chance to see the behind the scenes, backstage behind the scenes of her life. And we know it now for this idea of having this very flamboyant kind of dress, this beautiful kind of look that she had on camera. But we actually got a chance to see what was kind of behind all that, underneath all of that, the things that she had to wear physically on her body to get her through the day. So don't be put off by challenge, by change, by obstructions. Go create.